Hello, all you beautiful people. Today is such a beautiful day on this September the 9th, 2023, here in Ireland. We finally got some summer weather, which always happens when the children go back to school. So I decided to do a short video and a walk and talk video. So this is going to be something new and different on my channel. You actually get a chance to see me talking. Right, so recently I had been led to go back and reread the Celestial Prophecy, particularly the chapter that's called A Matter of Energy. And I was thinking about it, and I thought I would share my thoughts for you, just in case anybody, may be inspired or looking for some information. Hopefully that will be of service to you. Energy. Well, like everybody knows that everything is basically energy, and that 99% of all matter is empty space, but it's not really empty space, it's energy. It's unseen energy. We only see, feel, well, the things in which our senses can pick up on is very limited in considering that how much is actually present as far as energy is concerned. So we're all energy. I'm an energy field. This phone is an energy field. You are an energy field. The trees, the skies, everything. And this is how creation is expressing itself. This is the divine, which is the spirit of all, expressing itself through everything else. Right, we could talk about that some other day too. But today, right, okay, this knowledge has always been around, of course. Is in all the holy books. And I'm not just talking about established religions, but in all spiritual practices. They always talk about energy, whether you're European pagan or Native American or the various spiritual practices from Africa, Asia, Polynesia Islands. The message has always been bringing us back for us to remember that essentially everything is an energy field coming in and out of form, and how it works, and for us to be aware and mindful of how it works. Not to be getting too in depth in it, but for today, what I wanted to say is, now, okay, how it works. Right. Let's say you walk into a room, you were completely fine. Let's say you were thinking about, I don't know, doing some grocery shopping, let's say. Something as mundane as that. You walk into this room, and suddenly the atmosphere is really heavy, and there may be even a bit of aggression in the room, right? And to you, you're like, well, okay, what happened, right? What you did was walk into a room where the people in that room was angry. Now, and the room being affected by their energy, their emotion, has literally coated the whole entire atmosphere. Now, they could have stopped arguing before you walked into the room, but you still feel the anger, and then either you find out immediately that there was an argument or people were angry, or you usually find out shortly after that something had kicked off, right? The opposite can be true as well. Like, you can go to someone's house and you just feel this great buzz, party atmosphere. Because everybody there, their energy and emotion is lighter, is happier, is about having fun. So their emotions and their energy is fueling the atmosphere. So the atmosphere becomes inundated with that happy, joyful feeling, you know. So even if you are on a low vibe, say you didn't really want to go to the party, but you decided to go, but the moment you walk into the place, you feel lifted. That's because everybody else's energy in that room is strong enough to lift you. Okay? And this is how we affect each other, either in one-on-one basis or in groups as well. So, when it comes to saving the world, the planet, now I know lately, okay, there's loads of reasons, you know, how these things are playing itself out. Intentions of how these things are playing itself out. And I'm not going to get in that today. But let's deal with the fact that it is playing itself out. There's loads of forest fires, you know, kicking off all over the world. There's flooding happening all over the world. Not to mention all other kind of disasters. Yeah? But if you think about it, if a few people, let's say 3-4 people, could be on a energetic wavelength in their minds and in their emotions, can literally affect an atmosphere, not only in a room, but in the whole entire house. How much more could hundreds of millions of people around the world feeling a certain way affect the atmosphere on Earth? Of course we do. We are doing this. Yeah? People who, if you have a good percentage of people who are feeling angry, all matter of lower vibrational energies that they cannot help but emit out on a constant basis, unless they change their position, their state of being, or just stop, you know, being angry, being resentful, being whatever, lower vibrational energies, aggressive energies, that they are emitting this because they are energy fields. They're like little beacons, you know, that they just, you know, constantly, you know, throwing out this message, this frequency. You know, everybody is, you know, we're constantly throwing out frequencies, you know. And if you get enough people who are doing that, you will affect the atmosphere of the planet, of the country, of the town, you know, and disasters and things like that will be the manifestation of those energies. So this is, being mindful of this is one thing that we all, as an individual, no one is here to save the planet. That is not our job, nor are we equipped with that job to do that job. But what we can do is, to the best of our abilities, be as loving and as positive as we possibly can. Not only will that affect our own physicalities, our mentalities, our state of being, it will also affect our own lives, our atmosphere, and those who come in the circumference of our atmosphere. You also can affect people from a long distance, because there's no such thing as space and time, really. And maybe we'll talk about that some other day. Focusing in your mind on someone, how that would affect somebody else. But anyway, if you do your level best to stay in a peaceful, calm, loving place. Now, if you come into a place, like I said, thoughts are in the atmosphere. It's in the ether. It's in the ether, like, and you may just literally be thinking about, fluffy clouds and ice cream, and then you walk down a block, and then suddenly you're having all these thoughts and stuff like that. Even though that's not the space you were in, it's not so much that check and see, not necessarily coming from you, but you have walked into an atmosphere, a road where those particular thoughts is emitting, and that atmosphere that you have just came into, you picked up on it. But once you leave that atmosphere, you won't be affected by it anymore, unless you decide to keep thinking those thoughts, in which case you will start emitting that as well. So that's something to be mindful as well. That all because a thought into your mind does not mean that it is actually coming from you, from your heart, from your mind. You could have picked up on the person who's sitting next to you, or the atmosphere just happened to be really, infused because of events, the people who live there, the people who work there, that is just really thick with it. And again, this comes from, self-awareness. If you get a disturbing thought, particularly one that you had never thought before, don't be quick to think it's coming from you. You can say, well, this is not me. I'm not this type of person. I don't want these things, and then just, check out the atmosphere that you're around, because this is how we actually affect each other, and we do affect each other. Everyone is empathic, we are energy fields sending out signals, but we're also energy fields receiving signals, So anyway, so I thought I would talk about that today, because I thought that was very interesting. And so, I hope, I pray, it's my intention, that this video will help people understand how they can bring more love and joy and peace within themselves and to those around them, and in their homes and their places where they spend a lot of time. Understand how we affect each other, and how we affect not only the atmosphere around us, but also the atmosphere, not only planet Earth, but creation as well. And like I said, this knowledge has been here, well, since the dawn of time. It's nothing new, but it's a good time for us to remember the powerful beings that we are, and how to use it more wisely. Right, so okay, that's all I have to say. I send love to you all. I hope you enjoy your weekend and your week, and indeed your life. Take care. Bye.